Right.
Oh, okay. Got off to a great start.
Right. Hello, Max Fosh.
Hello.
You've got us in at 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
Come
we had
on,
to get
It's not
boys.
in.
even 8:30 yet. We started early.
8:30. You know, we aren't even usually awake for a few hours when we film this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not doing much for like, you know, the the old generation stereotype of kind of like content creators. Oh, they sleep in, they're very lazy. 8:30. Come on, guys, this is proper job. This is proper job territory.
I feel like I'm
jobs
at
haven't
work.
even started till 9, Max.
I
Fosh.
actually, do you know what's crazy? Last night I was listening to these Bruce Springsteen songs about the working life, and I was like, I am that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I was listening to
I'm the
tomorrow.
working man.
I am a working man right now.
I'm a blue collar Americana worker.
I feel like a blue. Do you know how bad it
Genuinely,
felt?
when we sit and talk shit for 2 hours and then we clock off at 1:30 in the afternoon,
No,
it's
no.
the hardest job in the world.
You're
and I've been saying
laughing.
it for
You're
months.
laughing and joking, but you're wrong. All right. I genuinely was listening. I can't believe this is an outrage. This is not the star treatment I'm used to. Max, hello, welcome.
Hello, nice to see
When
you.
we begin, you have to say the name of the podcast to us, and the title sequence will play.
Yeah.
Can you do this, please?
Shut up, I'm talking.
Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up, I'm talking. Shut up.
Thank you. Right.
That was the most.
I can have a bit more vim and vip if you
No,
like.
I
No, that
quite
was
liked
lots of
how
it.
just sort of like, let's just get it done.
Yeah.
That was.
Sorry,
I liked it a lot.
this is the new working man's attitude I've
Yeah,
developed.
we said it. Now the episode's started. Rather efficient. Let's ask
We
our first
began.
question. Tom, that's your job.
All right. Max, hello, welcome. How
Hello,
are you?
Thank you very much. I'm really well, thank you. Lovely to be here in Brighton.
Yeah,
Yes.
early.
Early,
before the
bright and early.
sunrise.
Nice 5:15 wake up for me. But that
How
was
did you
Jesus.
do that?
Yeah, just
First question.
with I mean,
What's wrong with you?
when you're on the Shut Up I'm Talking podcast, you'll get up for any time. That's was my kind of thought. I was like, here we go. This
Charmer
is
as well.
Already,
This
you're
is
my
my
favourite
Super Bowl.
guest.
This is my Super Bowl.
if I'm an ice hockey player, like
The Super Bowl's not ice hockey.
he's smart, he's on it. There you go.
Right. Oh my days. Great, Jack. So we woke up at 8:30 a.m. to have an idiot on. That was just little Josh.
Max, sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. Right, Max. Yeah.
This is going terrifically.
What was Right. So we have a segment. Okay. This segment is the pillar of every podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Sets the tone.
Yeah.
It is the worst moment of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this isn't. You're actually in the first episode. We asked Jacksepticeye. He was like, he had a really anxious week. We didn't know how to riff off that.
Yeah, that's quite hard.
It was hard.
We didn't prep him that it was supposed to be funny.
It was lighthearted.
Yeah.
So if you've had a depressing week, we don't want none of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Like
don't
a
tell us.
fun, lighthearted, most frustrating moment. It should be called, really.
Yeah, it just didn't have the same ring.
I'm assuming you're also not wanting me to give a geopolitical take about the American takeover of Venezuela either. That's not quite the vibe.
ideally not.
Ideally not. It's too early for that right
Yeah.
now. It's not even 9 a.m. Can't handle that.
Yeah.
Okay, mine is probably the worst moment of
Begin.
the last 8-9 days. Right, we're
can
just
let that
creeping
slide.
over.
We can
We're
let that
just
slide.
creeping over into Christmas. But I went and spent 2 Christmases with different parts of my family. Divorced parents, we love it.
I feel you, brother. I feel
Double the trauma, double the presents. It meant that I went over to see one side of my family, and they had kind of a stocking for me. And I was like, "This is great, yeah, more prezzies." And I opened them, and I very really worked out that my family basically don't know what to get me whatsoever. Right, and so what
really?
they ended up doing was, I am a 30-year-old man. They ended up
Congrats.
getting me loads of. What'd you say?
You say congrats under your breath.
Just a big 3-0.
Yeah, big 3-0.
it's just-
My fourth
Yeah, well,
fourth decade.
Well done for making it.
Yeah. My family ended up getting me loads of poo-related stocking fillers. Now, it's... right. It started with some post-poo drops, right? That
Oh.
apparently you're meant to put in the loo after you've been to
nice.
visit. Yeah.
Classy.
You know, classy to make it smell nicer. Then it slightly ramped up into a poo stool, right? That you
What?
put your feet on.
Oh, it's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be very
it's
good for
ready
you.
to be
Yeah.
good on.
Yeah, okay.
Then I got golf ball. I like playing golf. I enjoy it. They then got golf balls with the poo stamped emoji on the side of those golf balls. And I just kind of like after this third gift, I was like, what is it about me?
How are you giving your reactions at that point?
I mean, I gave the stock standard stocking present
Oh, thank you very
reaction, which is
much.
always like, oh my God, thank you. That's brilliant. It was very
Yeah.
one note in that.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the acting performance really had to come in about 3 or 4 poo related
There's
items.
another.
And then there was the last one was a book to read on the loo. Like one of the mini books, like 50 greatest facts.
Do you shit a lot, would you
No.
say? Like, is there like something about you?
I am a regular one a day kind of guy.
One a day.
One a day is quite
Fair
impressive.
play. Fair. I actually could do with some of these poo items. And when I'm nervous, it's about 4 a day, man.
But it was so bizarre.
Anyway, move on. Yeah.
That I was just kind of opening these presents and I was like, right, is that kind of what my family thinks? I think that's low. What did you guys get for Christmas?
Oh, loads, mate.
Like, you know what my lot
loads of
did?
poo-related
I
items.
actually got the same thing, but with Guinness. Just anything Guinness related. They were just. I got a Guinness calendar. I don't know if I'm in my 20s. I'm going to use Google Calendar. I'm probably not going to use it. But they gave me a Guinness calendar and Guinness socks and a Guinness hat. And eventually, I was just like, I do like the stuff, but I really don't need to go around giving them free marketing.
Yeah, you just walk around like kind of Mickey Mouse. That's the thing, just with a toucan just everywhere.
Yeah, that's how my family thinks I should be for the next year.
I mean, yeah, are you an alcoholic in any way? Is this kind of their way of just
Well,
being like,
it's a debated
when someone gives like
topic on the
deodorant,
podcast.
someone gives a deodorant to someone who smells.
What's your
It's like-
definition of an alky? I
Let's
guess
see,
is
yeah,
the-
but am I a Max Fosh alky? That's what we're going to work out now.
where would you say the line is?
You have this got very serious. You have an inability to perform other everyday functions because of your drinking habit.
No, I can do everything. I've done better at most things after a Guinness. So
There's
so
another
that's
word for
definitely-
that's functioning alcoholic. That's something very different.
What I'm hearing more heavily there is functioning. So I'm taking
Tune
the
in,
praise,
do you know what I
really.
mean?
The first time anyone's called me that.
Oh, I got goose mittens.
for those geese you're handling.
I did see some the other day, actually. So joke's on you.
You put them
Quickly, are those two geese that have been taxidermied that you stuff your hands in? Are
They're
they?
just these little mittens, but they have a little eye on them, you know. And I can always do characters. And I got a nice blanket, and
just sort of doing what Tommy had for Christmas now.
some nice books and a lot of watercolors. My mum got me a lot of watercolors.
Do you know, those are the gifts
This is
somebody would
exciting.
give someone's an old people's home.
Goose mittens. And you were like deeply offended. I saw someone complimented you on your duck mittens the other day and you very firmly just went, they're geese. Like, that's all you said. But that's all right.
But I
Playing duck, duck, goose in those has got to be a rush.
oh fuck,
There
and
you go.
ideas, man. I like that.
Well, we've got more
But
questions
we've got
on that
more
later,
about that.
But first,
But yeah, then on my dad's side,
Oh,
I
no,
got
never mind.
a
I hate you
DVD
with the
and
transition,
cassette
never mind.
player.
DVD and cassette player.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Two very current forms of watching media
But I got a Born to Run DVD as well.
and cassette.
No, I already had it on cassette.
Nah,
and then I didn't have it on CD. And then I got some great books. Yeah, some great books. Yeah.
are you going to ask him any questions?
Well, we were
or-
talking Christmas.
I want to know what Tom Simons is reading.
Oh,
don't.
Oh,
They're always sad. They're
What?
always miserable books.
The Fault in Our Stars.
I'm reading this current one, the #1 Booker Prize book called Flesh. It's a very disturbing read. And then I'm reading Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere again.
You're a big Springsteen fan.
Oh, God.
Hardly.
How has this happened? This happens every...
Not even 10
There's
minutes in.
genuinely not been an episode of this podcast where Bruce Springsteen doesn't get mentioned.
Yeah.
And it's like at a point now, I'm like, I don't know how it would not happen.
Max,
I loved his album Goose Mittens. That was brilliant.
let's not right, whatever. I'll try and ignore that. Right, Max.
Hello.
We've got this in a couple segments.
Yeah.
Right, we segmented it. What? Why are you giggling for?
I really like watching you sort of struggle into how am I going to do this?
We've got a couple segments. I came up with the title of them.
You did.
Growing Up, The Real Max. Second one,
Oh my
Quick
God, you
Fire
giving
Get
them
to
the
Know
names?
You. Then we're going to ask you about your videos.
Yeah.
And then the last one was
Did all those have titles
Comedy
like Growing
Influence in
Up
the
the Real
Future.
Max? Because that kind of feels like a Heat magazine.
That's the best
like,
one, isn't it?
headline.
Yeah, no, because you did ignore the title of the videos bit, which is your videos, they're mental, mate. That's what you wrote.
I thought I'd skip that one.
It's gone less Heat magazine, more like Zoo magazine.
It was too unprofessional,
Mental.
that one, Jack. All right, Max.
Hello.
What was your upbringing like?
I mean, I was born on the mean streets of Notting Hill, baby. You know,
Really?
Yeah, I was born. I was born in London, and then I grew up in Notting Hill Gate.
Is that quite a nice area?
It
Yeah,
has a tube stop, I know that
yeah,
much.
it's got tube stops, got film with Hugh Grant,
Yeah,
floppy hair.
Great
So you
song.
grew up in London amongst
Yeah,
the
grew up
chaos?
in London. Well, yeah,
The hustle and
Amongst
bustle.
the chaos of Notting Hill.
amongst the chaos of the very gentrified Notting Hill,
Amongst the hustle and bustle of the city.
the hustle and bustle of au pairs taking people to nursery.
He said au pair. I don't even know what that word is.
I don't
yeah.
even know.
An au pair is like
He's
a
not explaining
nanny,
it. Oh,
but
okay.
foreign. That's basically what posh people do. They're like,
Yeah.
we don't want someone from the home counties.
Yeah.
Did you have lots of nannies?
I had two nannies.
Oh, wow.
Um,
wow.
Not at the same time. they weren't.
That
like,
feels excessive.
Get me this. No, I had two nannies in my life. One Kiki, and Debbie. Wish them well. No idea what they're doing now.
Really?
But yeah,
Because
no,
surely you grow a strong bond with a nanny. I've never had a nanny.
yeah.
If you couldn't tell.
I think
Pretty
so.
sure she went on to date Drake, actually, because of the song Kiki, Do You Love Me? Just a little callback.
Wow.
There
okay.
you go. Who I really hope that she did, because it would be a real kind of ups, like, you know, shoot for the stars after
It would
you've
be.
looked after me, Notting Hill. So yeah, I grew up in Notting Hill. I then went to a school. I went to a primary school called Arnold House, which is in St John's Wood, and it was a very it was kind of a very popular place for people who were Jewish to send their kids. I'm not Jewish in any way, but it did mean that I went to loads of bar mitzvahs when I was like 12
Oh, they
or
seem
13.
so sick. I've never been to one.
They were. It's a really fun party, but it's in a really interesting moment for a lot of 12, 13-year-old boys, because half of them have gone through puberty and then half of them haven't. So there's a
Yeah.
real split in the room.
Sure.
Between like the squeaky boys and the ones who are just like, yeah. and often like it's kind of a big moment in kind of like the Jewish faith, the bar mitzvah, and this was in North London. And a lot of people had quite a lot of money to spend on these bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
So some of them were really lavish and opulent. And, you know, as a result, they would often have musical guests. So I went to bar mitzvahs that had one, the rapper Lil Chris, may he rest in peace. If you remember, the look on your faces is absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Don't
This
know.
is,
Lil
if you're
Chris. I mean,
30, that's gonna rock
also,
your
he's
boat.
dead. This is
He
a
did
Coolio
die.
situation all over again.
Oh,
He
no.
did die, yeah. But the other one, please say you know who this is, Cascada.
Fucking hell, we're
No,
done.
never heard
Yeah,
of him.
no.
Brilliant, right? She was, to give some context, she was a EDM dance artist.
Oh, okay.
And she was quite risque, right? So, you know,
Sure.
kind of bikinis and that kind of thing.
Classic.
And she didn't quite change it for Adam's bar mitzvah, let's just put it like this. And so the half the room was just teenage boy being like, whoa. And the other half were like, yay! I was in the latter. I
Sure.
was kind of,
Yeah.
don't think
I predicted that one.
Yeah, I don't think my voice broke until I was about 16, 17.
Wow.
So I went to a
Wow.
lot of bar mitzvahs, which was quite
So
Bar
were you
mitzvahs sound
public or
great.
private school?
I went to private school, yeah.
Wow.
I want to linger on the bar mitzvahs just a second, because I had a plan recently. I didn't think I'd ever talk about this because it's mad specific, and why would I ever bring this up? But it's true. My friend was telling me about his bar mitzvah, and I just think they always sound really, really fun.
Yeah.
And I decided that you know, since I was dating again, I should find a Jewish lady to date, because then I could do. I had this great idea. I was like, I want to throw my son, who if I dated a Jewish lady would be Jewish by the way Judaism works. I want to throw the best bar mitzvah ever.
Do you have any ideas of what
Yeah,
you
what does
do?
that constitute?
No, I'm not sure yet. I haven't planned that far ahead.
I think-
First, I must have my
Jack,
Jewish
I think
son.
just to save you from going on the various Jewish dating websites, I'm sure there are many, you could just have a party.
You could just have
I
a party for
could,
your
I
son.
could.
13th birthday party, just as good.
All right, yeah, all right. If I have a son, he's getting the best 13th birthday party
Daughter,
ever.
nothing.
Well, that's got a different name, isn't it? I don't even remember what the girl equivalent of a bar mitzvah
Bat
is.
mitzvah.
Bat mitzvah, that was it.
That's
yeah.
pretty similar. Name,
It is actually. I
name-wise.
probably
Yeah.
should have remembered.
just what-
I think your cheek can still deserve a good party.
It's just one consonant.
Yeah, well, now I'm not even having a
basically.
Jewish kid because Max said I shouldn't bother. So I'm going to bum that idea off. It was stupid anyway.
So, and then did you go uni?
Yeah, I went to uni. I went to Newcastle University.
Oh, at
Step
Humble?
down from private school?
Yeah, it really was.
Were you
Go from-
studying?
Sorry.
What were you studying?
So I started doing economics, and then I remember I got 7% in an exam in economics.
God.
Wow.
And it was one of those. It was a maths exam, and I remember coming out and being like, "I've nailed that." And then it was a real crash down to earth when I got 7%. And so I kind of thought, I absolutely hate this. And at the time, I was doing loads of the amateur dramatics of Newcastle University Theatre Society. Nuts.
You a theatre
for
lad?
Sure. Big time.
Come on.
Yeah. Us theatre lads. We
I
just
could
have
smell it when you came in.
too much self-confidence at a young age. And so I did that, and I was kind of like, I didn't like economics, and I was speaking to people, and they're like, what should I do? And they're like, I should do English literature. Now, I had not done English literature at A-level.
Right.
And so I went to the English literature school. I was like, can I do your degree, please? And they said, no, you haven't done it for A-level. And I managed to strike a deal with the head of English being like, hey,
What?
I don't know who I was. Like, I was in this like mafioso being like, right, I'll cut you a deal.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
So I was like, right, if I get a 2-1 in my economics, that means I'm going to be a good student to your school. Can I do it? And they were like, fine. So I ended up doing English for 3 years. I then started again. So I did 4 years at university.
Oh, wow.
But like uni was purely an opportunity. Just I started making videos at uni. I did 4 years at hospital radio at uni. So that's kind of where I started. And I was at a place called Radio Tyneside, which broadcasted just hospitals in the local area. And I nearly got fired from hospital radio because one morning I was doing the breakfast show and I played the song Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
Oh my God, at hospital radio. Jesus.
Oh,
wept.
wow.
Wow.
I got a call from the
Yeah.
station. I suddenly looked at my phone. It was like 1 o'clock, and I had like 35 missed calls from the station manager, being like, "What the hell are you doing?" And my argument was that it was in the system, and
Sure.
Yeah.
it's like it's not my responsibility. But to be fair,
The system being Spotify.
yeah, his issue wasn't with the topic of the song. His issue was the fact that it wasn't, and I quote, easy listening.
To be fair, for Radio Morning in the hospital, there would have been people in a coma listening to that.
Exactly. Really
brought some
crash
back.
Really go out in style. Here
So
we
right,
go.
if I'm like in a near death state that is the coma, and I hear Highway to Hell, I'm definitely thinking, fucking hell, I should turn this around. You know what I mean? It
Cheers,
might wake
Max.
me up.
Yeah.
Might force me
so
out.
yeah, I did that. I did that for 4 years, and then I started making videos, which was at university.
So you went from Notting Hill to Newcastle.
Yeah, it was a real
Up
step down.
north.
The parents were very, very disappointed.
Yeah. And this is something we sort of want to dig into because a lot of this has indicated something that there's sort of an elephant in the room. You are a bit posh.
Really? Yes, I am. Yeah, no, I am.
You got a ring on right now.
I've got a ring on that literally does say posh twat.
Yeah.
To own it.
Yeah, really own it. Yeah.
And I respect that. And we were thinking about it because obviously we're saying we're northern, but we're not. People get pissed off at that. We're from the
My
Midlands.
mum's from up north.
Your
so
mum's
I
from
have
up
a lot more
north.
claim to it than you do.
I'm from the UK's biggest mining town, which sounds northern, but it is in the Midlands.
So where's your mum from?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
We're all from Mansfield.
So Jack Manifold,
Yeah.
raised
yeah.
in Mansfield, lives in Brighton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real shift.
Yeah, it's a
is.
real-
It shocks people. I'll be honest. Mansfield is the type of place where when I say I live in Brighton, everyone just goes,
It's a real
sort of
handbrake
sensitively,
turn.
because they all think I'm gay.
Did you have
They do. That's what it means.
Did you have resistance from the people up north, given your poshness?
Yeah, I mean, I was in a cab once with a Geordie taxi driver, and he was like, he asked me my name, and I said Max. He was like, "Is that your full name?" And I was like, "No, it's Maximilian." And he could not believe that my name was Max. He thought it was kind of like
Your
a
full name's
dash,
really
Max
Maximilian.
hyphen a million. And he was like, "No way, Maximilian, that's mint." And he ended up, I don't know why he did this to this day. He gave me a free taxi ride for that. He was like, "Mate, don't worry about paying me. Maximilian's the best name I've ever heard. It's on me." And I just thought, thanks. So yeah, my name is Maximilian. And so
Maximilian Fosh.
Maximilian Arthur Fosh.
Oh, Arthur
Wow.
as well in the middle.
It's slightly the vibe of a kind of a World War II fighter pilot. Hello, let's get those Jerrys. It's the kind of vibe that my name gives
Wow.
off. But yeah, no. And at uni, the poshness, the university students who are inherently all pretty posh, and the locals, they didn't really mix.
Right.
It was an
I
unwritten
just can't see
rule.
you sliding in naturally to the people of Newcastle Uni.
yeah.
I mean, I tried.
I mean, that cabbie sounded friendly
Yeah, no,
about
we
it.
all, I mean, hey, I'm not going to say we ever came to blows.
No.
I did the only.
Came to blow.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Just like trying to fight.
yeah. I'm no pugilist, guys. Come on.
What?
Yeah,
I got that.
Yeah, thank you. The only fight I've ever got into was with a Geordie, though. I mean, I didn't fight back. It was kind of more of a one-sided affair. I mean, I just got headbutted and went on the way. Yeah, I didn't. I say fight. It was kind of I stood there. He headbutted me, and we both shook hands. I was on a night out, and it was at the time when the meme "What are those?" was really big.
Did you
And
trigger him?
Yeah, I was slumped. I was slumped outside a Subway at 2 a.m, and there's just people were walking by. I was just shouting, "What are those?" I was quite pissed. And eventually this guy walked past and I shouted at him, and he looked around and grabbed me by like the shoulders and like dragged me up and said, What the fuck did you just say to me? And I was like, "What are those?"
Oh, he was hit
I just kept going.
Fair play.
And then he said, "I'm not a student. I earn 40 grand a year. Look at this watch. It's worth 40 grand." And I remember I remember having this moment in my mind of just like total confusion. And I just said the bit in my brain out loud. I was like, "You spent an entire year's salary on a watch? That's pretty stupid." And then he literally just disappeared into the night. And the best response was my mate, who was also quite posh. He just looked at me and just went, "Mate, that was out of order." And so that's how I kind of very much intertwined with the locals of Newcastle.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Poorly.
didn't really like. I didn't have a great time at school in terms of the poshness. So when I went to university, it was very much I'm not huge. I don't hugely want to spend more time with these types of people. So I kind of slightly tried to
Poshos.
take myself away from the poshos.
And how do you own? Because I'd say now, look, you got your ring on that says posh twat.
Yeah,
how do you own being posh? Because in Nottingham, where we come from, one would fail. It would be very hard to do this, but yet you managed to do. You own being posh.
Wait, so I thought you said from Macclesfield.
Well, no, I'm from Mansfield, but
Mansfield.
that's just outside of Nottingham. So
Fine.
he's
we're both
generalising.
from Nottinghamshire. We're both in.
Right, who's the poshest person in Nottingham then?
I was thinking about that as you were saying it, and I'm trying to think. You know what?
Probably people who live in the park. That's the posh bit of knots.
In it, yeah. I don't know. I can't think of it. You genuinely jumped to mind. I don't know if we'll leave this in. Fucking Mr. Who's the Boss? He's from Nottingham, isn't he?
Yeah, Mr.
He's got to
Who's
be
the Boss.
minted. I see him with those
pretty
fucking North
posh.
Korean phones all the time.
He's got a big house, but he moved to London, didn't he? He got out.
Oh, has he
there.
moved that? Has he moved?
He got out.
He got out. He was in a nice bit too, and he got out.
Yeah, everyone's
so,
getting out.
You know what I mean?
No one's left. Anyone
But
who
how
could
do you
leave did.
how do you own being posh?
I mean, just
'Cause
someone.
you do.
Yeah, just it's you can't change it. Don't so. There's no point trying to hide it. I kind of like in the beginning, people will probably just make comments, which is absolutely fine. I think of the things to have things that people make comments about. I think that's probably one of the better ones.
It's low level.
Yeah, you could look crazy.
Yeah.
It's like you saying you look great.
No, I'm just saying that's something.
Just anyone.
Who's
could.
the poshest person that you guys both know?
Probably Mirren, to be honest, actually. I was thinking this. Mirren, who works on the podcast.
Yeah.
She has horses.
That's pretty posh.
It is, isn't it?
Man, I think the two poshest people I know right now are both
In the room.
in
Yeah,
my
I was
eyesight,
thinking about
yeah.
it. Like, I really do think that's
we
the case.
we go in packs.
And you both sat the same as well. You both have one
Cross
leg
legs.
over, sweater on.
You
Sorry.
were sat exactly. You've just described yourself.
Yeah.
Posh
I've
people,
changed.
beware of the way they
I have
sit.
changed, admittedly. I have changed. Jack, it's your question.
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna wriggle it along because I like that you own it, and I think it reminded me of, like, because you really have. And I when I started, like, I did the opposite. Like I'm sort of like the opposite of very posh. Like, and I sort of like
Poor.
Well, no, because people, I feel like by Mansfield's standards, I do all right, but I'm realizing what I'm doing is I'm sort of comparing the bottom with itself. And I sort of like really found that I made an effort to, like, I don't know about you, I really masked my accent.
No, I did not.
I really masked it, but purely because I think people find me, like, actually difficult to understand.
So this currently is not kind of the accent that you had growing up.
No,
What was the accent you had
As
coming
soon
up?
as you're back home, it comes
As soon
out.
as I'm back home, it comes out, and I don't even like know. So like you're asking, if you ask me right now to do it, I can't.
Right.
I can't dig it out. But I went. I spent, obviously, I've been home for Christmas. I spent time with my family, and I'd like come back up, and I guess it would still be there. And I just say words that don't, like the out is the big one, isn't it?
What's
Like,
oat got to do with you, pet?
What?
Like that.
What did you say?
What's oat got to do with you, pet?
I wouldn't say pet. That's not a me thing.
Like, come into my vocab.
Why? That's like a Geordie thing. You've never been there. You
Yeah,
have.
in Newcastle they say shy bairns getting out, which means
Oh,
Out
that.
and out. Like
Out,
those
out.
words, I'm like, where do they don't exist. They're made up.
Yeah.
Duck is the Nottingham one. That's it.
Duck
You're-
is a
you're right,
big-
duck.
Yeah, duck.
Hello, duck.
You're right, duck.
Hey up, duck.
Hey, oh, duck. I found out, actually, speaking about words and etymology, it's interesting, guys. I found out why people in Sunderland are called Mackhams. Because obviously Newcastle and Sunderland, big shipbuilding parts of the UK. In Sunderland, they would kind of like build the ships, and then they would transport them out to Newcastle to take them away, to ship them away. And so in Sunderland, they would make them or mack them, and Newcastle, they'd tack them. And so just then mack them and tack them. And so that's why Sunderland's are called Mackham. Anyway, Mansfield.
That's good.
Great.
No, but I don't know. I find it very impressive because I just like always. But then again, I suppose people don't have you sort of.
Hang on, you've
pronounce
not
these
asked
wrong.
your question. Jack's question was, do you look down on us for being much less posh? I'm
No,
from a
I
mining
wanted
town.
to skip
Does this
it.
make your blood boil?
I wanted to skip it was what it was. I thought we've pressed him enough on the posh thing. I'll move it on a bit. I just wanted to.
No, we
acknowledge-
can, because yes, I do.
Yeah, no, all right.
Thank you for it.
I do.
Yeah, you dobbed me in. I was trying to avoid it. Well, all right. Well, now it's your
If you
turn.
weren't into entertainment,
Sorry?
you know, if you weren't in entertainment, what do you think you'd be doing? You said economics, like.
Oh, it'd easily probably get a job in the city.
Really?
Insurance, probably.
Really?
Yeah. Daddy works in insurance.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I thought he was a cricket guy.
He was. He was.
We did a bit of research,
Yeah.
though. You know, earlier when I made the joke that we did.
He was a professional cricketer, and then he went into insurance. And I did some work experience with him once, and it was dreadful.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
how's he feeling? Because I imagined cricket was a much bigger thrill.
So I think he's actually quite happy with it, because he just doesn't really understand it. And actually, there
That's a
was
good thing to be saying to you.
what he just I think. Whenever I do live shows, he'll just come to me and just like have a face of like utter surprise that people have turned up.
Oh, I thought you meant insurance.
Oh,
I thought you meant he doesn't understand insurance.
Yeah, he doesn't really understand. I'm like, should we be saying that about? I think he's going to lose his job.
No, he does. He does understand insurance. He just doesn't understand what I
Right,
do.
well, that makes more
Are
sense.
you, like, no offense, but do you, like, call your parents daddy and mummy?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No,
as I
you
heard
did it
do
for a
that.
second there.
Yeah.
We both,
And
we
it
both
both-
panicked.
it's-
Yeah, you guys
Sarah hackles
both
up.
shat
I
yourselves.
was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I call them Mama and Papa.
Really?
No, just
Part of his great lying problem. We'll get
yeah,
on that later.
yeah. Yeah, just mum. Actually, what do I call them? I call them mum and dad.
No, classic, run of the mill.
You ever
Yeah.
met anyone who calls their parents like mother and father? That stresses me out.
Yeah.
Turbo calls his dad father dearest, doesn't he? All the
Yeah,
time?
that's like it has dearest. So it's a bit
Please,
endearing.
either of you guys people who call their parents by their names?
No, but I do
do
know
bet
a few
you
people.
do.
Yeah, sometimes
Do
I
you?
do. Yeah.
When?
I find it very
I don't know.
odd.
Just if I'm playing a board game and I want to throw them off their rhythm.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah,
That's like sort of weaponized, isn't it? Like,
I only do it from a weaponized point of view.
no, I know people that just do it all the time. Just like it's their mate.
No, God, no. And
it's-
have you always wanted to perform? Have you always sort of felt funny and want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted. So I did like the theatre society at university, and it really really gives you an inflated sense of self and ego when you're actually not very good at all. But I did that kind of for 4 years and did a lot of very, very bad plays and kind of musicals.
Where were you in the sort of play
I was
hierarchy?
kind of
Not to brag, I was the lead.
no, I wasn't the lead. I would normally be supporting actor. There you go. I wasn't very good, but I just really, really enjoyed it. And so I then did, what I loved at university was kind of formats and games. And that's kind of what a lot of the stuff was with the radio, which was like coming up with things and games that I could play externally that I could bring back to the radio. So there was a game that I nicked from another person in student radio where I would go up to someone, I know,
This is
great artist steal, guys. I would
off
go up to people on campus wearing kind of a hidden mic and try and see how long it would take to make them believe that I'd met them on a night out. I'd never met them before. So I'd be like, oh, mate, great to see you. Like, where did you go out after?
That's ace.
And eventually they would be like, yeah, it was fun, wasn't it? It was fun. It wasn't just see how long it would take until they would.
So how did you get the radio job? Because that feels like
I know it definitely wasn't a job. It was hospital radio was kind of volunteer run, and it is. And like not anyone, like it was a relatively structured thing, but I spent a lot of time just kind of doing the overnight shifts, and then over 4 years I kind of worked my way up to doing breakfast.
Did that sort of transition you into YouTube?
Well, I was then I wanted to be a radio presenter, and I went and tried and did some demos, auditions at some of the local stations like BBC Radio Newcastle. And as you can imagine, this accent didn't quite fly.
Not for Newcastle.
Yeah, not for Newcastle.
Regional radio.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Notting Hill Radio, though.
Yeah,
You could have had that.
Exactly. Notting Hill Radio, W11, W11 FM. I would have been a shoo-in. Well, that's just called Radio 1, isn't it? And so I didn't get it. I realised that the radio dream was probably not going to work. And so I was like, right, I'm going to make YouTube videos. And I picked up a mic and I started doing a lot of street interviews. This was back in 2017.
Wow.
This is before TikTok and short form content had kind of rotted our brain. And I started making videos and put them on Facebook. That's where I started. So I didn't start on YouTube.
And so this very sort of specific, like really quite unique path that you went on. How would you say that sort of upbringing has influenced your content, who you are now, your tastes?
Not at all.
You don't think?
No.
Like, where did you start finding because I've seen in interviews, you love Bo Burnham and all these things.
Yeah.
Like, where do you think you started finding that sort of pull towards
Not when
that?
until I got to university. Like, it was so interesting. I had an older sister, so basically all of my music and film taste up until about the age of 18, 19 was literally all like she liked.
Just passed down.
Yeah, just passed down.
So One Direction.
Mary, Kate and Ashley, the trilogies. I was just in there like swimwear. Loved it. Britney Spears, Avril Lavigne, yes please. And so it wasn't until I got to university that I discovered, the stuff that I can individually like. And so I was very much a sheep. And so it was at university that's actually when I discovered YouTube. I discovered YouTube in like 2014.
Yeah.
And absolutely loved it and watched so many people from kind of the beginning. And I never thought that it was going to be a job or career, what I would do.
Were you watching people like you work with now? Like I grew up watching like Will and E and all these people.
Yeah. Started watching Will. I was watching a lot of Joe and Casper. Because it just kind of was this encapsulation of like male silly friendship in your late teens and early 20s, and it was kind of so aspirational. And so meeting them for the first time was I never really watched any of the Sidemen. But Will was definitely
a massive one for me,
and weirdly, we worked out that we probably interacted in Newcastle at the time because he worked at a putt-putt course that I would go to in Newcastle. So he worked at a mini golf course.
Oh, wow.
That he said he absolutely hated it. He got fired.
That's mad.
So we probably interacted with each other.
Right. I want to really dive into YouTube in a second.
Okay.
First, I want to do a little quick fire, get to know you.
Hey, bang.
Before we really get deeply into it. Right. This is just quick fire, by the way.
Yeah.
He wrote quick fire getting to know you. He just wants to know you a bit better.
Yeah.
What music do you like, Max?
Musical theatre.
Is that what you listen to, like on the train down?
Yeah, I genuinely did listen to a lot of musical theatre.
Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah.
I was Seymour in the school play.
Were you?
Yeah, I fucking know, mate.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're in
Now
the
I'm
fucking real
interested.
deal. Yeah.
Okay, all the other stuff you've done before in
Right.
your career, so now I'm bloody interested.
What's your favourite film?
Favourite film was Silence for the Lambs.
Ooh.
It's quite a rogue one, and I don't hugely like horror or thrillers.
What do you do on the... You don't like thrillers?
No, I do like thrillers, sorry, I don't like horror.
Fair.
But I
okay.
say thrillers is quite broad.
Yeah, you won't watch Mission Impossible. Too thrilling. Okay, what do you do on the weekends? Do you go on walks, go out drinking? These are our two.
It's a
These
very
are two
binary-
examples of...
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you
walks
are
or
right.
drinks.
First of all, do you take weekends?
I do take weekends, yeah. I work Monday to Friday, take the weekend.
What's your downtime? What are you doing to relax and rest on the weekends?
I do play a lot of golf, which is very middle-aged of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very Notting Hill.
No, yeah.
But you go golfing? Do you do a lot of reading?
Go
Watching telly,
golfing.
watching-
I don't read a huge amount. I watch a lot of YouTube during the week at work, and so normally it is just going to the pub.
Yeah, drinking.
There it
not,
is.
but not on a Jack Manifold kind of way.
What do you
No,
mean?
no one's on the Jack
That's
Manifold
all
kind
I'm
of way.
doing. That's all. Literally, I'm doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
Two and a
you got
half
many-
pints, get a little buzz, go home.
You going on many walks?
Oh
I
yeah,
just have to have a bit more.
big walker.
Yeah.
I did the 3 Peaks recently.
Oh, fair play
Yeah,
to you.
which was fun. I though decided that I would do it in a Tesla, which is a very bad idea when it is a challenge that's all based around time.
Was this for a video?
No, I just did it from my friends, and I kind of like,
Oh.
I'm gonna rent a fun car, so I rented a Tesla, and I realised that 3 Peaks is all about getting there as quickly as
walking,
possible,
yeah.
and so we had to charge the car quite a lot, and we lost out on a lot of time.
What was you like clubbing, Max? Because I did say I can't imagine it, but now you've described your drunken story, and
I didn't like clubbing. I wasn't a big clubber.
Hamilton played in the clubs. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a musical theatre night, I'm
It
there.
is at Revenge. Let's go Revenge.
Do they
Max
really
Fosh.
have that?
They played Wicked. They played Defying Gravity.
God, we live in a fucking wet town, don't we? Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah. I also say that I think that people. I'm not gonna cast aspersions across an entire community, but I will. I often find that some people who love musical theatre can be quite taxing to spend.
What do you mean?
No,
The joke is because I'm that. Little joke. Fine,
No, I've
whatever.
got it.
Are you? You're
I'm
a big
quite-
musical theatre fan?
I'm quite into it. Probably not. Probably not the type. I sort of know the type of person you mean.
I find them jarring. I get it.
You don't like people that are a lot, though.
That's not true. We're like really good friends.
All right. Have you ever smoked?
Yes.
Wow. Awesome.
Have you ever smoked?
No. I've
No,
vaped the once.
Faked
that's
it
what we're
once or
talking about.
No,
vaped?
vaped the once. Yeah.
Faked the
yeah,
once.
vaped the once.
What flavour did you go for?
I don't know, but he gave me one hell of a buzz. I've had to stay away, had to stay away from it since.
Jack,
man.
have you ever smoked?
I have,
You
yeah.
smoke all the time.
I don't smoke all the time. That's
You
such
start-
bullshit.
You start when everyone, like, I've had a couple of drinks, you go outside and you go, I shouldn't be doing this, Tom.
I did that
I shouldn't be
one
doing
time. I did that one time. and-
Recently,
Yeah.
it was shocking to me.
Yeah, but it's only happened one time. That doesn't mean I smoke.
Yeah, I know, you do though, I've heard, I've asked you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I shouldn't be airing your dirty laundry in front of Max Fosh.
Infrequently.
Anyway, your videos.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your YouTube.
Yeah.
That is mental.
It's pretty mental.
Right.
It is.
It's very weird.
It's, Jack, these are all mainly your
I
questions.
know they are. I found it interesting that you did the transition to then hand it off.
Well, it's because I wrote the title. It was more in my voice.
You
than
felt you
yours.
had to say it.
I had to say the title I wrote. Sorry. Go ahead.
What was
Jack.
the title? Oh, the titles of the
videos are mental, mate.
They're mental, mate. Yeah.
Because you have these mad videos.
Yeah. I do find myself in very weird situations, and I often and what's weird is that I often I get quite stressed about video ideas that I really want to make happen, and they're either taking longer than I expect. But then I need to like self-reflect on the fact that I'm getting frustrated that we can't film with a grizzly bear as soon as I would like. That kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I actually forgot to intro you on this episode,
You did. You did
which
do
is
that.
bad.
That's bad of you.
Basically, just for anyone who's got to the 40-minute mark,
Yeah.
like Max you are basically this mad YouTuber and you do all these mental videos. Like I stuck my tongue down a grizzly bear's throat.
Pretty
or
good,
like,
yeah. I'm taking that.
I dance with a penguin on the sun, or it's all stuff like that.
Also,
where it's like
banger.
It's like, you know what I mean? I put 100 magnets in my foot. It's like basically you just all do these sort of mental ideas that are all like silly,
Yeah.
but unusual. But for some part of them, we like, I just want to know what happens. Like, does he clang to metal because he's got them magnets in his foot?
Yeah.
Those are just some examples I've came up with now.
I'm currently trying to track down a legitimate Pope-mobile.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, fun.
Because I know that they exist, and every single time the Pope would go to a various country, they would make a specific Pope-mobile, and what happens to them
so they don't, like,
afterwards?
travel it?
No, they don't travel it. They literally like bespoke order one.
Wow.
From
Okay, this is
one
really
of the car
interesting.
manufacturers, and so I have wanted to A, like drive a Pope-mobile, and B, register it as a taxi on Uber. Because
This is great.
I really want the idea that you've kind of like registered a taxi on Uber, then this turns up.
And you've got to stand in
You've
the
got to
thing.
stand at the back, just hold on to the rails. I ask if you want any music. We just play like choral, "Neo Nomine Sancti," just Latin plays, just incense wafting as the car smell. So I'm currently trying to track down the one in the UK. I think it's in a car museum in Leyland, and I'm currently trying to convince them as to whether they can let me borrow it for the day. But I think that the people who are in charge are not quite that YouTube savvy.
Do you have a lot of ideas that fall through where it's just
So many ideas fall through.
really?
We had an idea where I so nearly managed to fake my way onto a Japanese TV show about the world's biggest anime fans. So I managed to fake that I was an anime fan for this Japanese show because I really wanted to go into Japanese TV. Is just like something that
It's so
fascinates
intense.
me.
Yeah.
The visuals of it are just like really fascinating. I thought that kind of visual of me on a Japanese show is so striking.
Absolutely.
So I looked into it, and like there's one where they've tried. It's called Maname versus the World, where they like try and find people from around the world who kind of look like anime characters and also love anime. So I basically then found this anime character that I thought I looked like and did a whole like pitch video in front of a green screen. They were really keen. I was nearly going to fly to Japan, and then they decided to go in another direction. So like that happens all the time, where it will be
Wow.
like 6 weeks of work, and then just
Fuck.
it just goes.
Brutal.
That must be quite stressful. 'Cause
Yeah,
of
it's
inconsistency.
really, really frustrating. And sometimes I just wish I could make, gaming videos.
Yeah. Fuck.
So it's an odd situation to be in, but it does mean I like come back with like crazy stories. Like my
Yeah.
friends slightly take the piss about, I got 1,000 magnets in my foot whenever I see them, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
no, I didn't, guys.
It sort of leads into the question I was about. Like, you've done it. How many years have you been doing that sort of caliber of thing?
It was just like since post-COVID.
Yeah.
I started because I was obviously all in our homes during COVID, and there was a woman I had a stock photo in my flat that had a woman in it, and I'd been too lazy to change out the photo, so I'd had her in my flat for ages, and I was like, I wonder who she is, and I thought, oh, this will be a fun like story. I would like reverse Google image search, I'll find it, we'll have a chat, it'll be lovely. It ended up being this like mammoth 3-part like series where I went on Australian national news to try and find this woman, and I eventually found her, and she said, "This is really weird, please don't ever contact me." So,
What an ending.
because I was like, this is like a detective. Who is she? Like, she's been in my flat for ages, but like, I wonder like what life she's led. And I eventually emailed her, and she was like, yeah, no, this stop.
Wow.
And I had already made like 3 videos.
Oh,
so
gosh.
I had to say to the audience, be like, yeah, guys, I have found her, but to respect her wishes, I can't tell you anything about her.
Oh no.
It was kind of such a damp squib of an ending.
Oh gosh. How do you with these sort of ideas? This is something we were discussing. How do you sort of find the line between this is like, when do you settle on an idea and when do you go like, this is just sort of a funny sentence? Because what I mean,
Yeah.
that is really funny, tracking down a woman.
Yeah.
Like, but like
So how do you know one's actually got the legs? Because
Yeah.
like, you know, when
Yeah.
he says like, I put 1,000 magnets in my shoe,
Yeah.
like it sounds
it would
like,
just sort of sound like something you could do.
Yeah.
But like, why would you?
I mean, often it's kind of things that people have already done in the past and
Yeah.
just like repurpose. I did a video where I wrote spoilers on bald men's heads.
yes.
So this came about. There was a guy in the 1900s who would hire bald men and buy 4 seats in a row in the theatre and would write on their head one letter at a time, like cock. And like this guy in the 1900s, this was like the funniest japes that anyone had ever done. And so I read about this and I thought it would be really fun to, how do you just like change that, tweak that slightly? So then we had an idea of doing spoilers. And so I went to the Lion King and I wrote 15. I bought 15 seats and I wrote Mufasa dies on the heads of 15 bald men, MUF, and just and kept going. One of the bald men actually didn't turn up, and so I had to be the 15th bald man, so I had to get like a bald cap on quickly. So
how does that like? Because I've done shoots like that when you have like 14 bald guys in a room and you're like, right, we're all going to write a letter on your head.
Yeah.
How is that socially?
yeah, it's awkward.
Is it?
It was pretty weird.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, it's quite stressful because I'm at work and I need to make this video
You need
happen.
to make it happen.
Because
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
spent $2,500 on tickets to the Lion King. I've also hired each of these bald men for £200 at a pop, all from an acting website. So like, there's quite a lot riding on it for me. So
Yeah.
I need to make sure that it works. So in answer to the question, the way that we come up with the ideas is often things that have happened before or like funny juxtapositions.
Sure.
But then often, Tom, a lot of them don't work. So, because if I then start thinking about them for more than 5 minutes, you're like, well, what is that video? We've got a perfect example for that. I had a video idea where I wanted to hire hostage negotiators to get me airline upgrades.
Sure.
So I was like, this would be good at like trying
Yeah.
to get upgrades. So let's try and use his skills or her skills elsewhere. But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized, actually, that's just somebody sat there on the phone or going up to the desk, and it's not that visual, it's not that interesting.
Right, yeah.
And are you thinking a lot about those kind of areas as well of like,
yeah,
how
or you're
visual
always
it's
thinking
gonna
about what does that video actually look like?
Yeah.
And there was a video we've got, which I'm not sure what we're going to do, but I legally got snakes on a plane.
I
Which,
can see why you wouldn't do that.
yeah, well,
Do you have a lawyer?
yes, I
Is
do.
he fucking like terrified of
Yeah,
you?
he's quite scared. He's
Yeah.
quite scared. I
What's the hardest no he's ever given you?
I wanted to. So the video that I've done that kind of went the most quote unquote viral was when I rented a field next to Gatwick Airport and wrote "Welcome to Luton."
Yeah.
in there. And I kind of thought like that did well. Big sign people find quite funny.
Sure.
So when Trump got inaugurated this time round, I wanted to go to the Canadian-US border and write on the Canadian sign, "I'm with stupid," with a massive arrow pointing down to the US.
Funny.
And he strongly recommended that I didn't do that, considering that I had like live stand-up shows in the US and I had just got my US visa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when you've got a visa riding on it, maybe
And he was
not.
like, I really wouldn't do that. But a lot of the time,
Do it now.
Do it now, probably.
Unless you don't want to go to the US again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we finished our tour and I thought about it, I was like, take it or leave it.
I have to. I need my visa.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got that, mate. Yeah. No, well, I don't have a reason.
You've got that, mate. Got that.
Got like a long distance friend that lives in America. Go to visit.
Is he orange? Calls reporters piggies.
Piggies. Yeah.
No, she's nice,
Melania then. So yeah, I know my lawyer, he does, and often I had a moment where I did a sneak in video, and my lawyer, this place sent me a kind of a very scary cease and
Where did
desist
you
letter.
sneak into?
I can't really
Tell
say.
us and we'll bleep it.
I bleep this bit. I snuck into the. Now it is still a live. It is a live video, so you can you can watch it. But the owners of this establishment sent me a very scary letter.
Wow.
Cease and desist. Take this down. We will sue you. We will take you to court. And my lawyer was like, just take it down. And I was like, no. He's like, they could take you to court. I was like, that would be brilliant. Like,
Sure.
because it's
It's brilliant until you lose a load of money.
but just the
And as we all know, money is awesome. So that would be bad to go.
It's up there.
But I just thought it'd be really funny if I was in the dock in the defence and they just showed a picture of me, because just, you know, great.
Yeah.
Have you done a video that you were like certain, you know, because they're all such so unpredictable, that you were certain would go viral but totally flopped? And have you had the reverse where you're certain no one would like it?
I did a video where I, well, actually one recently, I sailed my bathtub to the Scilly Isles. So
Yes.
I got...
Oh yeah, I think you were doing that the day after I was with you, yeah.
I just kind of thought, you know, all of the content I make is silly. Let's go to the Scilly Isles, silliest place in the UK. I'm going to do it in the silliest way possible. I built my bath. I went 50 kilometers across the sea. It took like weeks to plan and prep and do the actual crossing. It's probably the most expensive video I've ever made. And it has just flopped.
Is it a 10 out of 10?
Oh, so big.
Oh, man.
Such a big 10 out of 10. And that's kind of like, there are times in this job where you just kind of think, I actually know nothing. I know nothing.
It happens so occasionally. It just really tests you, and you're like, I don't get it.
What's been the reverse?
The
of that?
reverse of that was I saw a video where I saw a top comment on a video that said, "Oh, Max, you should get a Formula One driver to race your friends at go-karting."
Oh, yeah, that did really well.
And I just kind of we did it because we didn't have a video, and I know a guy called Jack Aitken who raced in Formula One for a bit. So I called him up, was like, "Do you want to come along? It's a day shoot." And I remember posting the video, and like within like a day, it had 5 or 6 million views.
It did really
And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, sometimes it just gets you that way.
And then we tried to do it again, but this time a Formula One driver, but at a different type of like racing. Went to lawnmower racing. 10 out of 10. I was like, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Sneaking person good at driving into weird driving event.
Wow, that's really odd.
I just have no idea sometimes.
Was there a video that you've done that you go, I'd never make that again, either because it was too stressful or dangerous, or you've gone, I just went too far? Like that was...
I think I filmed a video where I cooked the world's hottest curry in a volcano.
Fuck.
So...
Yeah, I think I saw you were like in a volcano.
Yeah, so...
What was that like?
So I had this idea, so I wanted to cook something in a volcano. I thought that was really interesting. I waited 2 years, because obviously with volcanoes, some of them are very quick lava, some of them are shield volcanoes. From geography, it's like slow and sludgy.
Why are you doing that for? Do your parents not get freaked out?
No, they did. And I was like, it'd be really, this will go viral, like cooking in a volcano. This is sick. Waited 2 years for the right volcano to erupt. I flew to Iceland, middle of the night. I landed. It was only going to erupt for like a short period of time. I got there. I met up with this volcano
this
guide.
Is giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
He's all right.
I was fine.
Yeah,
but I do look back on it and think that so I met this volcano guide who, like, his job, he's not hugely qualified, but he's very good.
We had a few of those over the years.
He's done a lot of guiding around his years, but like he's just some like cool guy.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
Cool fella, can take the heat.
He works by himself. He's not really like, anyway. So he was like, we need to go right now, and we went. And the Icelandic Coast Guard literally say, if you go past this point, we are not coming to get you.
He's like, you're liable.
It's you're
I don't like this, Max.
And I said to the team, I was like, we had a cameraman and producer there with me, and I was like, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I can self-shoot it. I do not need you to come with me. I'm going to give you the option right now not to come. And they
but they want that raise.
They were like, no, we're coming.
Yeah.
And so we went there, and we were genuinely. I looked at the pictures afterwards. Probably 300 meters from the actual crater itself, and the only thing that was like, if the wall of the crater just collapsed, we would have been just completely engulfed in lava. And it was.
Is that a thing that happens?
Which I think has to be the worst way to go.
Called a Tifra dam.
Hang on, is that really? Hang on, that's really a thing that could have happened?
Yeah, genuinely. It happened about 3 days later.
What?
Yeah.
For a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Was it 1 of 10?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
It was an 8.
What a sick.
Oh no!
You got to think
for
about
an 8.
That is devastating. But one, you got to think about it. It's a great story.
Yeah.
It's a great memory.
I do remember it was an 8 as well.
But I must admit, risking, and again, I really want to stress it, I think that's the worst way you can die.
Risking 4 people's lives.
Also, like it would be such a Daily Mail article of being like YouTuber dies,
YouTuber falls
you know
in
full
volcano.
well it
Yeah.
fucking causes all a second apocalypse. You fucked us all over, really.
Yeah, if you fell in a if you were stood where you were stood 3 days later, you would have died.
Yeah,
Mate, I'm
But
telling you now,
but
that's
the sexy
bad.
volcano guide said it was fine.
Yeah. I'm with him.
Oh, this is actually giving me shudders down my spine, man.
Yeah.
That's not good. What you did.
Actually, I'll literally see if I know this is not great for an audio-based podcast, but I'll show you a picture of like how close we kind of got. I'm sure you could probably whack it up to the.
Jesus, man, that is actually that's stressing me out.
It was quite stressful.
It is fine, Tom.
It's not. It nearly fell in a volcano and died.
Yeah,
Jack.
but the key word nearly. If he'd fallen in a volcano and died, I'd sit here with you and I go, that's too far. I'm unsettled.
Be a boring
Also, we'd be
interview
down a
too.
guest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But here we
which
are.
would be.
And he's here.
Realistically, you'd be more stressed about the logistic problem.
Well, yeah, imagine because we planned, this is probably
so
the
here you
furthest
go.
in advance we ever planned an episode.
So you see, that's the volcano that's like properly erupting. Like, that's the whole crater.
I'm getting, you know what? I've never had this, but I'm getting paternal instincts. Was it really hot?
Yeah.
Did you,
Really
did
hot.
you
Lava,
have
man.
moments, like, surely you had some moments where you were like, okay, this isn't worth
But
it.
Tom, yeah.
That is sick. You see what I mean? I would love a picture like that of me.
I'm sorry, how can you not watch a horror film, but you can go stand in a volcano?
Because there's no jump scares in volcanoes.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, Max. That ain't silly. That is daft. That is daft. That is right daft doing that. Sorry.
Posh people activities.
I'm going to move this on quickly because I have a question I've been dying to ask. So you've done a few of the Sidemen charity matches, two
Yeah.
of them now, I think.
Yeah.
And you always have an antic, possibly several planned for them.
Yeah.
So you did the Uno reverse card.
Did the Uno reverse
Iconic.
card, yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Great reaction image.
Yeah.
For all time.
Yeah.
You did the shredder.
Yeah.
Also great.
Yeah.
But you also, and I can't remember which one of them it was at, or maybe it wasn't even a Sidemen charity match. I can't remember where this was that you did this. You secretly swabbed the sweat off of KSI and MrBeast and made a cheese out of each of them.
Yeah, did do that.
And there was a few questions I had. One is, how far in advance do you plan these things? Because you've got 1 day to pull this off.
Yeah. So I knew that was the first charity match, and I got invited to play like 6 weeks before. So I sat down with the team and was like, guys, this is just a content opportunity, big time. It's going to be one of the most viewed things on the internet at the time. What do we do? So we came up with 3 ideas. So we had the short form stuff was the Uno reverse card, which was the one that like did super well. I also, which no one saw, I had some of that like vanishing spray that they have in football. So like they often will mark where a free kicker should be taken with this like spongy stuff. And I had my own can that if we were going to get a penalty, I was going to draw like a new penalty spot closer to the goal, which I did do, but no one saw it.
Right.
And that kind of flopped. And then the last one was like, right, what can I do? I'm going to have access to like the biggest YouTubers in the world. And I had just seen like Heston Blumenthal had done like a big TV show where he had made cheese from human beings. I was like, I wonder if I could do this. So I did. It was a bit weird.
Did they? And this is possibly me revealing a lot about myself. I think I would be pissed off if you, without telling me, nicked my DNA and made cheese out of me.
So I spoke to JJ about it and he laughed. So I thought,
okay, that's good.
that's good enough. And I got invited back to play another charity match.
so I reckon
I guess I didn't piss him
Safe
off
to
too
assume
much.
he's all right.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
I don't think Jimmy just knew who I was because I then
Just this nutbag stealing.
I was at the next charity match. I've not told this story before, but Jimmy was there and he had a big Feastables bus that he was going to tour around London.
Cool.
And he was like, anyone want to go on the Feastables bus? We're going down now. And I was like, sure, why not? I've got nothing else to do. So I joined him and there was loads of other creators on it. And we went down there and we were at Piccadilly Circus and it was rammed and he had a microphone and he was like, guys, I've got Feastables. I'm here with the biggest content creators in the world. We've got Logan Paul, we've got Mark Rober. And then he went to point at me and very clearly just didn't know my name. So we got
tragic.
Mr. Beast, we've got Mark Rober, Logan Paul, the guy, and he literally, I think he said this guy.
This guy.
Oh,
this
man.
guy is mad.
Because I just reckon stealing DNA is criminal, and I reckon it's probably not silly. I think that's illegal.
Yeah, I was just making a bit of cheese there, wasn't I, Tom? I'll make sure not to swab you on the when we finish.
We were worried you'd have an
have
antic.
made.
We were slightly worried you'd show up here. This isn't the Sidemen charity match, admittedly. I realise we're really picking ourselves up we're picking ourselves up to a calibre we're maybe not at. But there was still a chance you'd show up with an antic, and we've been like slightly anxious about it.
No antics today. I do often, if I ever do any form of kind of telly, I'll always get a very worried call from a producer the day before, especially if it's live, saying we just want to check.
No antics,
Have you got any silly? They always call it silly pranks planned.
Silly pranks.
Got any pranks?
Well, with the DNA, what else? Because what else could you have made? Flesh, meat.
No.
Mr. Beast meat.
Mr. Beast flesh.
I bet he's probably thinking of it. And Mr. Beast's organ donation.
But like, what could you have? Like, it can't have just been
not
cheese.
much. Not
Really?
much.
It was just their sweat, actually.
And the cheese itself, like I think, yes, there was probably a very, very, very small amount of their DNA or bacteria in the cheese, but it's bacteria that is found everywhere.
Also, when you swabbed them,
Yeah.
like socially, did you feel weird?
Oh yeah.
But how did you go up to like these people and like? Because it's funny if it goes well, but what if he turns around and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I can't remember.
I'm swabbing you for cheese.
I can't remember how I did JJ, but with Jimmy,
I can see he'd find the humour in it. Like I can understand that would kind of
JJ.
If he found you doing it, he'd do his big laugh.
Yeah,
but like Jimmy would probably go like, get security, get his fucking.
So we were on the
guy.
pitch, like walking round the pitch after the match, and I had the swab vial in my sock, and I took it out, unscrewed
That is
it,
vile.
and then had it was at that point it was sterile. It was completely fine.
No,
And
sorry, I'm just voicing my concerns. Sorry,
And
go
then
on.
when I had the swab, I was like pretending I was taking a selfie, and I had like the tip of it like poking out my thumb, and I put my arm around the back of his neck and just like brushed past it, and then put it back in the swab.
Yeah, sorry, pal. That's odd.
Yeah, we all do things that we regret.
I wouldn't regret it. It is fun.
But I respect you for owning it. Like the posh thing.
it's
If
It
you're
got
gonna
my
be
click.
like-
It got my click.
if you're going to be a swabber, own it. I like that.
I mean, YouTubers are much worse.
that's true. You could be filming bodies.
Right,
so Max,
we're going to give you a final strange thing to do.
yeah.
Max, we
Time
want you
to swab Tom.
No, we want you to check out our worm.
How's a worm doing?
Worm doing? How's he doing? Or them. There's lots of them, actually. I don't know why we always say it's singular, because there is lots.
Oh, there's one. He's moving.
Do you think
How's
the
he
worms
moving?
are cool,
We're
right?
not always moving for people.
He's shaking his ass.
Because Jacksepticeye thought the worms were stupid, and then he gave Mirren a black eye.
Yeah, it's people.
How many
it's
worms
people.
are there in here?
We're not 100% sure. Lots.
And they've got all the food. Oh, there they are. They are moving. That's cool.
They need some fresh greenery. Usually they've got a bit more, but I guess it's been the Christmas period. We neglected
Whose
them
job
for a
is
bit.
it to replenish the worm greenery?
Mirren's job.
Mirren's.
That's a weird part of the job description, isn't it, Miriam?
This
They
is like their
prefer
favourite
already dead
gourmet.
stuff.
So you just kind of head out.
But how are they doing, Max? How are they doing?
Well, I mean, they're pretty active this morning.
Are they? Are they?
Up bright and early for the
The
boss.
early worm
Catches the bird.
Gets
Gets
Maximilian
Fosh.
Arthur Fosh.
Arthur Fosh.
Good day to be a worm, innit? Imagine getting
Yeah.
handled by him.
Imagine your middle name was genuinely a million. That is so sick. Sorry, mate. Just kicked
That
him
is
in
so
the
sad.
foot.
I'm giving you all your Ubers for free.
The
I like
rich
the
do
worms.
get richer, don't they?
Yes.
When I'm 60, he'll be Maximilian.
Oh.
Compound interest.
Right, we're going to move on to comedy in just a second,
yeah, a bit
pal.
of comedy.
But
'Cause
we
we
wanted
have
to
a
ask
final
you,
question for
because
you.
we're about to move over to our Patreon. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
baby.
Oh, we wanted to ask you a question. Obviously, you've met many people over your years.
Loads of YouTubers.
Loads of
Probably
YouTubers.
more than us. Maybe the same amount. Maybe less, actually.
Got a bit competitive there.
Is it, I've met 7.
But we wanted to know, Max Fosh, because obviously we want people to subscribe to our Patreon, and the best way to do that is to milk drama. Max Fosh, who's your least favourite YouTuber of all time?
Do you have any good stories, and were any of them a big knobhead? But don't answer now, Max. If you swear to God, if you answer now, we'll beat the shit.
We're gonna cut it out. We're gonna put it on Patreon.
We're gonna bleep it. We're gonna
Guys,
hate you.
it's only $7. Please come over to the Patreon to listen to who Max Fosh
$7,
absolutely hates.
Max.
He's seriously gonna, genuinely, if he sees this person, he's gonna headbutt
He's
them
gonna stab him in the heart, mate.
He hates them, and he's gonna reveal it all on the
Patreon.